Welcome back everyone, another workbook solutions session. This is a video on request, Julius Caesar Act 3 Scene 3. Dear students, do check the pinned comment section for all important video links related to your syllabus. Read the extract, it's there on the screen, extract number 1, and this is question number 1. Who was Cinna? Cinna was a poet in Rome. He shared the same name as one of the conspirators against Julius Caesar. Act 3 Scene 3 में जो सिना हमें मिलते हैं वो एक पोएट है. ये सिना कॉन्स्पिरेटर सिना नहीं है. So he was a poet in Rome. You must keep this in mind and you must mention this in your answer. He was a poet in Rome and he shared the same name. सेम नेम है, एक ही नाम है दोनों का. एक है हमारा सिना द पोएट और एक है कॉन्स्पिरेटर सिना. Why did he wander forth? He wandered forth though unwilling because something was leading him forth. उन्हें पता नहीं था मगर ऐसा कुछ था जो उन्हें wander forth करने पे मजबूर कर रहा था. इस सिना को बाहर नहीं निकलना था मगर फिर भी वो निकल रहे थे क्योंकि something was leading him forth. And what did he dream that night? He dreamt that night that he feasted with Caesar. This is the exact answer. So I have underlined the keywords and expressions. You must write your answers in this way, incorporating all important details. And what is meant by things unluckily charge my fantasy? The expression charge my fantasy means fire my imagination. तो ये जो कोटेशन है, ये जो एक्सप्रेशन है, इस एक्सप्रेशन को मैंने ब्रेक डाउन करके एक एक करके मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है. पहले मैंने चार्ज माई फैंटेसी इस फ्रेज को मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है. उसका क्या मतलब है? फायर माई इमेजिनेशन. एंड द वर्ड अनलकीली, इसका क्या मतलब है? दिस वर्ड हैज अ नेगेटिव कॉनोटेशन. और इसका जो उत्तर है वो है ये, सिराज इमेजिनेशन इज वेड डाउन बाय थिंग्स ऑफ बैड ओमेन. नेगेटिव कॉनोटेशन का क्या मतलब है? थिंग्स ऑफ बैड ओमेन. सो थिंग्स आर नॉट गुड. And Cinna's imagination is fired and Cinna's imagination is weighed down, burdened with. It's weighed down by things of bad omen. इसीलिए मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है the word unluckily has a negative connotation. And what do you find ironical in this statement of Cinna? Ironically, his apprehensions are proven true. Apprehensions का मतलब है डर. He was fearful and ironically all his fears turn out to be correct. कैसे? He is killed by the Roman mob. There is political instability in Rome and violence in Rome as well, and the Roman citizens are blinded with rage and revenge. Rage का मतलब है anger. These are indeed ominous. So, as a superstitious person, he does not like the things that are happening around him. And this is the irony. And why was Cinna unwilling to go about? Cinna was unwilling to go about because he was anxious and had a feeling of foreboding of evil. कुछ गलत होने वाला है. He was superstitious after seeing the ominous dream. Very important. And what does the extract show about the superstitious attitude of the Elizabethan era? Elizabethan superstitions. So, Elizabethan superstitions, superstitions, were related to special chants, omens, names and numbers. So here we are dealing with the omens. The evil nature of things. So Elizabethan superstitions were related to such omens. Fear of the supernatural forces resulted in the belief of superstitions during the Elizabethan era. The Cinna is so worried and restless. Omens, supernatural forces का डर. So all these resulted in Cinna's worry and restlessness, highlighting the superstitious nature of the people of the Elizabethan era. And what kind of questions did the mob ask him? The mob asked him what his name was, number 1, where he lived, number 2, whether he was married or a bachelor, this is number 3, and where he was going, it's number 4. So there are 4 questions that I have specified. And what did he tell them? He replied that his name was Cinna, number 1, his identity, where was he going? He was going to Caesar's funeral as a friend, and number 3, he lived near the Capitol, his address, and he was a bachelor. He was not a married man. Very easy. And how far has Shakespeare portrayed a frenzied mob in this scene? Frenzied का मतलब क्या है? Mad. So the mob is in a frenzied state. They are blinded by anger and they are seeking revenge. They are irrational. The mob in Act 3, Scene 3 are hell-bent on destruction. उन्हें सिर्फ रिवेंज चाहिए. They do not mind killing and they do not seem to mind who gets killed. बस मारना है और रिवेंज लेना है. इनोसेंट पीपल भी अगर इस चीज में मरते हैं तो इनको उस बात का कोई फिक्र नहीं है. Cinna is torn to pieces. They have turned so violent, so angry that they tear Cinna to pieces and they do not mind it. They rush out, determined to destroy the houses of the conspirators. उन्हें सिर्फ बदला चाहिए. And there are feelings like anger, revenge and rebellion. These 3 are very important, which have blinded them. अंधे हो गए हैं. Anger, revenge और rebellion के लिए. Turning them into a frenzied mob. So these are the specific reasons why they have turned into such a frenzied mob. Uncontrollable हो गए हैं जो रोमन सिटीजन से. गुस्से से लाल, रिवेंज लेने के लिए ऑलरेडी तैयार है ये लोग. और इन लोगों का जो कंडीशन है, जो मेंटल सेटअप है, माइंड सेटअप है, वो है एक frenzied state of mind. They have lost the power of rationality. And Antony's funeral speech has made them so. Antony ने जो funeral speech deliver किया था सीजर के याद में, that speech has made them so frenzied. So these are the reasons. A 4 marks answer. This is extract number 1. And now we will move on to extract number 2 very quickly. The extract is there on the screen. Just go through the extract and here are the questions. Who asked Cinna so many questions? A Roman mob asked Cinna so many questions. First citizen, second citizen, third citizen are among the citizens who ask these questions. तो मैंने specify भी कर दिया है. What has just happened that makes them confused and irrational? So frenzied एक adjective है, confused एक adjective है और irrational भी एक adjective है. So Act 3 Scene 3 में Roman mob. If you get a question, Roman mob. Critically analyze them. So what will you write? Number 1, they are frenzied, like madmen, fanatics. Number 2, they are irrational, very important. Logic, जो logic and reasoning है, सब कुछ खो बैठे हैं ये लोग. And number 3, they are confused. क्या करना चाहिए? They are confused. So you can use these points. What has just happened that makes them confused and irrational? Antony has delivered a funeral speech mourning over the death of Julius Caesar, and he rouses the passion. Number 1, effect, consequence, impact of that speech. he rouses the passions of the mob. Number 2, and incites them to rebellion against the conspirators, making them confused and irrational. Here I have cited 2 specific reasons. फ्यूनरल स्पीच जो एंटनी ने डिलीवर किया था, उस फ्यूनरल स्पीच को सुन के द रोमन मॉब हैज टर्न्ड irrational and confused. When Cinna says he is a bachelor, the second citizen concludes they are fools that marry. Why is this conclusion not logical? He is a part of the mob. और हमने अभी क्या पढ़ा है? Mob, irrational, confused, frenzied, and the second citizen. So this is the second citizen. Second citizen is a part of the mob. The mob has no reasoning power. He is twisting Cinna's words just to find fault in his words. His conclusion is shaped by his volatile emotions. Volatile emotions कौन से हैं? Confusion, irrationality, and frenzy. His conclusion is shaped by his volatile emotions, anger, gussa, and resolve to seek revenge upon Caesar's assassins. Cinna the poet becomes his target because he shares his name with Cinna the conspirator. इसीलिए he has twisted his words and his conclusion is not at all logical. Bachelor, Cinna the poet bachelor है. Cinna ने ये नहीं कहा they are fools that marry. So his words are being twisted by the second citizen as he is a part of the irrational, confused, frenzied mob, and his emotions are volatile. He is angry and he just wants revenge and nothing else. All these reasons have clouded his sense of logic and reasoning. Therefore, the second citizen is unable to come to a logical conclusion. And why was it unfortunate for the man to have Cinna as his name? Cinna the poet, Cinna the conspirator, दोनों का नाम एक ही है. But for Cinna the poet, the name turns out to be unfortunate. Why is it so? Cinna the poet had to bear the brunt. He had to pay the price of the citizens' wrath. His life was in danger. Death was imminent. He could not prove his innocence to the mob and he was not guilty, yet he was in such an unfortunate situation. Very important. And how did the citizens deal with him? Here is the answer. Cinna is torn to pieces. The citizens deal with him mercilessly. Very important. He meets a violent end. They surround him, demanding to know his identity, taunt him, threaten him, and finally they kill him also. They turn a deaf ear to Cinna's attempts to clear the misunderstanding regarding his identity, and they attack him anyway for being a bad poet. Cinna का नाम Cinna है और Cinna एक कॉन्स्पिरेटर थे, इसीलिए Cinna the poet को भी मरना है. So such absurdity of emotions. And he dies a violent death. He is torn to pieces. He is lynched by the mob. In this way, the mob deals with Cinna the poet. And what does this scene tell us about the events that follow? There is political instability in Rome and there will be more chaos, violence and tragedy. The conspirators wanted to establish a republican state, but ironically they turned the republic into an unruly mob, uncontrollable mob. This scene foreshadows the downfall of the conspirators against Caesar. Conspirators जो चाहते थे वो नहीं होने वाला है. Violence होगा रोम में, chaos बढ़ेगा और tragic situations अराइज होने वाला है और जो कॉन्स्पिरेटर्स है उनका हाल बुरा होने वाला है. सो दिस सीन टेल्स अस अबाउट such events, foreshadows the downfall of the conspirators. And what is the significance of this short scene in the play? Act 3, Scene 3 highlights the consequences of Antony's speech on the mob. It shows the common people of Rome. It shows that the common people of Rome have turned violent. There is rebellion in Rome and they are seeking revenge. So, 4 ways, 4 reasons why this brief scene is of utmost importance. What purpose does it serve dramatically? Dramatic purpose kya hai? This section is also important. So this is the first and last comic scene. Very important. Dramatic perspective say. Since a punning exchange that began the play. Act 1 Scene 1 में हमने पढ़ा था pun. First citizen, second citizen. Remember? It breaks, this is number 1, comic scene, first and last, and it breaks the tension before Act 4. Number 2. Number 3 intensifies the image of the plebeians, common citizens of Rome, as mindless herd. हमने ये Act 1 Scene 1 में भी देखा था. Fickle-mindedness of the Roman citizens. And here we see them as a mindless herd. So this is the dramatic significance of this scene.